Cimarron Gold at WKOR. The song is called Rings. It's 12:32. I'm a little late answering the letter, but here it is. Ladies and gentlemen, first I'd like to read the letter to you that I received in the mail today from Carrie Putnam, who lives in Mabin, Mississippi. Here's what the letter says. It says, I would like to know what you have against the Osmonds. Every time you play a song by them, you always insult them. I would like an answer from all of you, parenthesis, mostly from Chris King, close parenthesis. Please answer this letter. I would like to know. Signed, Osmonds Forever, Carrie Putnam, Mabin, Mississippi. Okay, here's your answer. First, I want to thank you for writing this letter to me specifically, asking for an answer to your question, because I would kind of like everybody that listens to my program to know how and why I feel the way I do about the Osmonds. First off, I remember seeing the Osmonds on the Andy Williams Show way back in the mid-'60s, and I've been in radio ever since then, and I've seen them develop from the nothing that they were then to the just barely something that they are now. At first, now, you may think that comment's a little unfair, but then maybe this little explanation will help. Nearly all radio people have an immense dislike for the Osmonds because we're exposed to a lot more music than most people are. Lots of disc jockeys are musicians themselves, and in addition, we have to listen to the records we play until we're sick of them before you've even heard them enough to remember the name. Because of all this extra exposure we receive to the music that's out today, we're aware of quality on a level that lots of people can't even approach. And when names you've never heard of, like Tom Rapp, John Mayall, Rick Wakeman, Jeff Beck, Stevie Winwood, and hundreds of other people who put down some really great music of one kind or another can't even get on top 40 radio, much less sell records, a group like the Osmonds with so little musical talent in comparison just makes most of us sick. Now, I don't claim to speak for all radio people. Some of them like the Osmonds, but I think the majority of them will agree with me. But when somebody writes something like this on the back of a letter, let me read what was on the outside of the envelope. Postman, postman, don't be slow. Be like the Osmonds and go, man, go. Well, it stops being just a love of a guy's music and it turns into idolatry of a sort. You know, a kind of religious fanaticism. And I think the only person or thing worth treating like a god is the only real god, but definitely not the Osmonds. Anyway, thanks for the letter.
From the Voice.
And it is nice to find somebody that does like the Osmonds. You know, if we all dug the same thing, it would be kind of a dull world, right? Anyway, thank you for writing, Carrie. I really appreciate it because it gave me a chance to, you know, lay my mind open to everybody. And for writing, I'm going to send you a free copy of the new Osmonds album, The Plan. Of course, it's mostly for selfish reasons. It seems to me the easiest way to get the album out of the radio station.
There's not a street that you can walk